as I have always said, every year takes a number. Death slow walks people every single year. And what I find is really quite interesting is around this time of year, I say from October into the New Year's or before the New Year's, the death always come to collect souls. Now, just this week alone, first of all, before I deal with this past week, I want to deal with October. Robert Gilliam, better known as Benson. Those of you who grew up in the 70s and the 80s should know who Benson is. Benson passed away at 89 years of age. This week alone, or I say within the past week or so, della-reese died of 86 years of age. Charles Manson, on his way to hell, died at 83. Davd-Cassidy from the Partridge-family. Those of you who grew up in the 60s and the 70s, you should know who the Partridge-family is. The Partridge-family was a group like the Osmond brothers. They all came after the Jackson 5. They all wanted to be the Jackson 5. When Michael Jackson 5 came out, then you saw all these other white groups popping up, And so Partridge-family was one of them. They came after the Osmonds, Donny Osmond, Marie Osmond, the Osmond brothers. They came after the Osmond brothers, okay? So earlie-hyman. Now, he's the father that was on The Cosby Show. He passed away at 91. Now, I'm sure that there's other celebrities that passed away, and I'm sure that there's so many people that's going to have their conspiracy theories, And it's just funny to me that every single year around this time, a group of celebrities, not just dealing with everyday normal people, but celebrities, lose their life around the same time. So that makes a person wonder, a person that have the kind of mind that is always thinking conspiracy theories. Because of that, it makes you wonder if the contract that they signed, and I know that you grew up with these people, you like these people as an artist, as a person, although you probably never met them, or you might have met them once or twice here or there, and they seem nice, or they seem like they're in the church, and you don't want to think that your favorite celebrity made a pact with the devil. But it's quite strange to me that every single year takes a number of celebrities. Not just everyday normal people that we see. I mean, because you can open a newspaper, your local newspaper, and look at all the people that pass away. But when we're dealing with celebrities every year, just think back, say 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, each year, think of the number of celebrities that died around this time. And trust me, there are more celebrities that will die before the New Year's. Because every year takes a number. Every year, death comes to collect souls. So I'm wondering whose soul will be collected next. Either this week, next week, into the new year. But it seems that celebrities, when their lives are taken around this time of year, it's always in a cluster, in a group. It's not like the person died one day and then you hear about another person die like 7 months down the line. No, you start hearing about people dying in the same week. in the same 2 weeks. Every month, a celebrity or a group of celebrities are dying. So what type of contract are they actually signing in blood? And I'm sure it's not just a natural contract that has writing on it. Something was done in their life that they were full aware of. Just like we're hearing about all of these pedophiles in Hollywood that made pacts with people. And maybe the person, I can't really say, I was going to say that maybe the person wasn't aware that they were actually making a pact with the devil. But they had to know. If you have a female that's trying to, or even a male, that's trying to pursue a career, or maybe become an actor or actress, or even a rapper or musician, their contract could be, okay, well, you know what? I can help you out, but there's some things you have to do for me. Or allow me to do certain things to you to seal the deal. And once they seal that deal, believe it or not, they're not only dealing with blood, but they're dealing with sexual fluids, sex magic. So they are making a pact with the devil, because how many of these people have actually had sex to advance their career? How many of these people allowed Hollywood execs to touch them or do things to them to pursue or advance their career, to get to where they are? And so they say, well, you know what? The devil said, I'll give you a contract. And it's interesting because either the devil came to them in a vision, in a dream, or maybe the devil came to their agent that promised them the souls. And the devil told the agent, listen, I promised you so many years with them. So the agent sold your soul, and you willfully agreed to the contract arrangements. So how many of these people actually sold their soul to the devil to have their lives taken around the same time? Now keep in mind, I'm not just talking about somebody that lives and dies, because it is appointed man wants to die, and after that, the judgment. But when these people are dying together in the same industry, every year around the same time, something is not right with that. Something's not right with that. So that's my conspiracy theory. Feedback and tell me what you think. But rest on if you guys are resting. When I think of della-reese, I think of Harlem Night, when she told Eddie Murphy, about shooting her little pinky toe off. And Eddie Murphy shot her pinky toe off. Charles Manson, he would always be remembered for being a devil. And we already know where he is. He made his bed in hell. Davd-Cassidy, after the Partridge-Family, really didn't hear too much, from him. I think he was still making music. Earlie-Hyman, the father on the Cosby Show, that's what I remember him from. And then you have Robert Gillum from Benson. Excuse me. As Benson. So, rest in peace, or wherever you may be. But every year takes a number. Death slow walks you. Until next time. I'm fearless.